Welcome to the video after action report for Common Mission Shock Force. Today I'm going to be playing a quick battle match against, as a Syrian defender against US attacking forces. Here you see in green the objective areas. There are 4, one in the village, and those I will have to defend. The reddish zones mark the setup areas where I can set up my units for defense. My units consist of mechanized Syrian forces, regular mechanized infantry, and supported by Pt.1 armed fighting vehicles. I don't really have much in terms of anti-tank capability, which probably is going to be a major problem for me, especially if the US players should come up with tanks. I do have some infantry, but it's only 120mm mortars, so not too powerful, and with the long delays that the Syrians usually have, that's going to be not much of a help. My plan basically is to put 1 platoon each, I have a total of 4, basically onto the objective areas. So I'm going to set up a sort of V formation with 1 platoon in the middle as well, and hoping to funnel the US attacker right down the middle, so that he will basically run right into my kill sack. So I'm putting 1 platoon here onto the hill on the right, also to prevent a flanking maneuver up that hill by the US player. I don't know what units the US AI player will come up with. It's randomly assigned, so it could be tanks, it could be infantry or mobile infantry. One consideration here is that those hills will also shield me somewhat from the pretty powerful long-range fire that the US player usually has available. It's called default position, so that basically the US player won't see my units until he's almost right on top of them, and this should give my guys a bit of an edge to be able to fight back. This is especially true if they would have, if the US player would have tanks. So I'm putting the HQ unit right down the middle. I'm gonna split the command squad away from it and put them somewhere further back as a fallback position. I'm gonna put them here for the moment only. Yeah, better up there. Put the BTR behind the house. I mean, with the forces on hand and the terrain and the usual composition of US player, even though I've given myself a little bonus here, usually the US player should be able to easily win this. I mean, if they have tanks, then my guys have no chance. But even against strikers, there's very little I can do with the few anti-tank weapons that I have available. Those BTRs are okay against infantry, not even great against those, but they are completely useless against other armed vehicles. So pretty much I'm expecting to lose this. I'm also expecting to lose all of my vehicles, to be honest. But let's see what will happen. Okay, checking objective areas. I'm going to put the other platoon up here. So, looking for some for the terrain layout here to know where to put my guys behind. Spread them out a bit so that the enemy has the artillery or if they're firing with high explosive rounds, I don't lose the entire platoon with one shot. I also have, as part of the company, a machine gun platoon, and I'm planning to. It's consisting of 4 machine gun teams, and I'm planning to split one team and to give them to the other positions, and then basically going to keep the rest back as a sort of base of fire. And also I'm going to keep one platoon, an infantry platoon back. So if the enemy breaks through the middle of the village, which I expect, I would be hoping that the combined fire from the 3 other platoons, 2 on the sides and 1 in the back, will kind of keep them at bay and give me at least a chance. Okay, so I'm gonna spread these guys out somewhere here, so they're not an easy target, and put the one machine gun team up here, right down the middle. Okay. Think what to do with the BTRs. I'm just gonna basically split them in 2 and yeah, put them on the side, shielded by the hills, and then I'm gonna keep a few of them in the back. And the forward observer, which I'm gonna need for the artillery, because they're the only Syrian unit that can actually call artillery due to doctrine. I'm gonna put them into a nice place here on the side, on the hill, with great view down the valley, so they should be able to basically reach any RT targets that I'm gonna need to do. Okay, now as the last thing to do here in the setup phase, I'm changing and adjusting the facing of my units. These guys are nicely put next to ridge. So. Okay. Looking good. I'm gonna hide some of these guys just in case the enemy has you know, extremely long range power like tanks or something. I don't want to have my guys be spotted and shot to pieces from 2 kilometers away. This one. So I'm hiding most of my units except the vehicles. There's no point in hiding them out in the open ground